Hi friends, this is Suchi again, and today I am going to show you an even more interesting thing, which is three-way VLookUp. Yesterday we have talked about two-way VLookUp, where we were able to see only the data from any one of these 5 years. But today I will show you how we can even check for data for any of the years. So if we will change this, we can see the data is getting changed. Whereas the data is residing in 5 different sheets. So how we have done that? Let me show you how this magic works. So here you can see I can change this also. And if I change the country, that will also change the data. So without further delay, let me show you how this works. Now let's look into the VLookUp formula. So as we already know, this is our VLookUp formula, a quick recap. This is a lookup value. This is a lookup value which we have to look up for. This is the table of array where we have to look up for this value. And then when we find this value, from which column index we have to take the result value. So that is mentioned here in under this parameter. And then the range lookup flag is true or false. Based on this, it will decide whether to look for a approximate match within a range or whether to look for a exact match. So range lookup generally works for numerical fields, but here we are dealing with text fields, so we are going to go with false, and we are looking for actually exact. So this was the basic formula where we were able to specify everything exactly what is required. So if we put this formula, what this formula will say? It will say that we need the value. It don't depend on this. If we change this part, it won't matter. So for this given value, what we need to look for? We need to look for Nepal in the sheet 2015. Into this sheet 2015, and we have to check into this range. Inside this range, if we find this value which is residing in A11, then we will take the value from column 2 as the result, and then we are looking for an exact match that is indicated by this flag. Now if we change this column, it won't affect our result, because we have mentioned that from column number 2 only we need to take out the value, and in column number 2 we can see we have the region only, so it will take the region for Nepal from this particular sheet. So if we want to verify, let's verify it's Southern Asia, so it's correct value. But then we learned that if we want to change this, if we want to make this dynamic, this column index field, we can change with this part where we will find out our header index, and then we will put it here. So that was dynamically selecting the index number, column index number. So if we use this formula, we are able to achieve this two-way lookup as much as we have learned in the previous video. And as you can see, this lookup is only taking care of 2015 sheet, because we have mentioned it clearly that take the data from 2015 sheet. But now I want to check the data for other years also. So I want a three-way lookup, and how I can achieve that. So let's look into this where we have fixed the sheet part. So if we look into this formula, here we can see 2015 is mentioned, hard coded, and here also we can see 2015 is mentioned and hard coded. So only these two places if we can change, then we can achieve the dynamic sheet reference as well. So how to do that? There is one formula which is called indirect. So if we use this formula, we can convert any text value into a reference. For example, if I select this field, then its value will come, and ampersand, as you know, we can use for string concatenation, and then I am adding this string with this. Let's say I am adding A5. What it will give? It will give me the value of, see what it is giving me? The value of this field, 2015 A5. Okay. So these two are being equivalent. Now, if we want to do this, if we want to check this, we can just change this value. And we can see this value is dynamically getting changed based on the value we have here. But as in the second formula, we have hard-coded this 2015 part, it is not getting changed. So here is our solution. We have to use this indirect here. How we will do that? It is as simple as replacement of match part. So what we need to do is, this part we need to make it dynamic. So this will be indirect, and then we will put this first. Then let's check. This part we can add as a string because this will be common part, and then we will append it with the value of field A6 because A6 is having our year value. Now, as we have the missing piece, so we will create the final formula with this missing piece. So let's replace this part with this part. So here it will be this, and then again this part will be replaced with the same indirect formula, which is this one. So let's put it here. And we are ready to go. Let's see the magic here. Here we go. Now we can see the three-way lookup.